Today, we're exploring the remnants of a deserted resort that was abandoned due to a horrific fire. Inside, we'll discover the belongings of the former tenants who were forced to evacuate. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're inside this abandoned wasteland, formerly an abandoned resort, very famous one, and we're actually inside the theater right now. We're going to take you around, explore this whole place, and see what's left. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's explore more. We actually just got in this place. As you can hear, the ground. The ground is crunchy. That's how freezing cold it is. Everything's iced over. But this place is really cool, super elegant looking. And we're gonna take a closer look right now. Show you guys what this is. This was the control panel for the theater. So this person back here controlled the lights and everything for these shows. And this place a lot of the times was doing huge shows with very famous comedians. We're making our way closer to the stage. This is the area where everybody would sit, watch the show. Here are the original chairs, original tables. Pretty incredible to see this place, even in the condition that it's in. Still amazing. A lot of natural decay here. There's Urbex Muse taking a picture of this up here, this massive chandelier. I'm surprised this thing hasn't fallen yet, but it's really gorgeous to see this. I thought this section was cool right here, with these pillars, the fake plants. You know, making your way up onto the stage, and we get all this like tapestries hanging. They're all disheveled. And here's the main stage. So you can imagine, you know, very famous comedians came to this resort to perform. This stage once filled with laughter, even crying. Now it's silent, and the only noise is the shutter from our cameras. Another view of that chandelier. It's pretty darn crazy. I can't believe this thing is still here. Wonder what it looked like all lit up back in the day. The stage, you know, this is what the view of any performers or comedians would have as they're looking out. I'm sure if it looked like this, they'd probably be freaked out. Pretty incredible to see this. Even though it's freezing cold and I can't feel my hands, it's still somehow worth it. Alright, so heading out of the theater, making our way into the hotel lobby. As you can see, everything around us is charred. After the resort's closure, this building quickly became luxury condominiums. A few years after, a fire raged through, burning most of the buildings. What you're about to see is the aftermath of that fire. Okay, here's some of the main corridor that connected this place. Just walking through here, it feels really weird. Just quiet and just destroyed, it's crazy. Here's some of the carnage from the fire. As you can see, it just looks like a bunch of metal left over. Not much left here. Not much left. There's just some remnants of the buildings you can see where certain doors were, but everything was burned. Got this sketchy long hallway. Very classy. And I think Urbex Muse is peeking around. Let's just head right into one of these rooms to see what we can find. There's the museums. We have the first apartment we're walking in. Got a little kitchen here. Nothing crazy. Got some stuff just left out in their bed. So, you know, nothing crazy so far. But there is a lot to see here, so let's keep moving. Here's another room. This was someone's condo at one point. This was someone's hotel room at one point, so someone did actually live here. And everything's kind of just left behind. There was a massive fire that led to this place closing, so that's why a lot of stuff's left here. And not all of the condos look like this. This one just happens to be in pretty good shape. So that's the couch here. I can just picture someone hanging out here, watching some TV after a long day. And here's their TV they would watch. Here's a cool little entertainment system. Very classic with these old little box TVs and their VCR. As we walk over here, we notice the view. Can't help but look out here. Really just looks like an abandoned wasteland, like we're in some sort of video game. Everything is burnt and destroyed and falling apart. And it's freezing cold and snow covered. Just a very strange vibe to this place. Just feels like we're in a different world or another dimension or something. What's crazy is how this bed is like just pristine white still. It's crazy because, you know, there's no door anymore. It's just wide open to the elements. I wonder whose bed this was. And I wonder where they are now. We even got this sad ceiling fan who's just drooping down after all these years of being exposed to the elements. Sad day for fans across the world. There's so much just left behind in this place. Really cool to see so far, but there is a lot left, so we're gonna keep venturing out and exploring, and hopefully we don't freeze to death. Alright guys and girls, we're heading down the hallways of this place. Super sketchy building. It's definitely falling apart. Not to mention it's absolutely freezing. We thought we prepared for this, but
the most cold explorer ever.
It really is. There's a lot of rooms here, so we're gonna try to look through all of them. Most of them are just filled with random junk, but some of them are kind of cool and like gem finds, so we'll see if we find anything cool, but let's keep exploring. You can see some of the rooms are just completely trashed. This one doesn't have too much left, just besides like the couch. I just thought the TV and that closet full of clothes were pretty weird. Got Clueless on VHS. Haven't seen one of these in years. Could be worth up to thousands. No, just kidding. Definitely weird to look over and see a full closet, you know, filled with clothes and shoes. You know, everybody they just left all this behind. It's crazy. And don't worry, if you come here, you get hungry, they got some family-sized tomato soup, you know, it's just the amenities here. It's incredible. You don't find that a lot with the abandoned places. And we're heading into another condo here. This one I noticed had a lot of books all over the ground. Pretty crazy. This one's really close to the road as well. This is almost giving me like the same vibe of like going to explore like an abandoned house. Just like we're getting a bunch of mini houses. So it's pretty cool. And this is where the bed would be. And their couch area. And just all these books just thrown everywhere. Pretty spooky. Yeah, these older TVs always get me. Nowadays all you see is the flat screen, super thin. This is that old school Sony box TV, the classics. Bet this thing will still work too if there's power. The kitchen in this one is actually a little bit different. A little more fancy with its own custom tiles. There's actually a lot of these old family picture albums. I'm not going to film too much, just leave it at this, but you could see, you know, there's just so much here. And it was all left behind because of that fire that happened, you know, they probably weren't able to come back in here. So it's weird that I'm coming across someone's family photo album, you know, and they just couldn't come take it. Kind of sad. We just left that one. We're heading in another apartment. But I want to take you guys in the bathroom of this one. Because it's getting really creepy in the bathroom. Yeah, these had all small bathrooms, these places, but I don't know, that little cherub is freaking me out. What's he looking at? As you can see, guys, this bathroom is completely trashed. And it's more natural decay than anything else, but it's still pretty cool. Definitely a dangerous place, and looks nothing like it did in the past. And this apartment's pretty cool. Like I said, a lot of these are empty. They're just little things left over from the families that make them all unique. And This one looks like this was their bed they were sleeping on. You can see out there there's a chair and a tree. That's lovely. That's why we don't give out locations, because people like that have to come in here and throw a chair off the balcony for no reason. And as you can tell, these people were clearly rich because they got 2 TVs. And who knows what they're doing with these. They could have had some sort of gaming system hooked up. Yeah, who knows? I'm just kidding around, guys, but it was the only one that had 2 TVs in it, so. And they're in the same exact place. Pretty weird. Just got into another room. Some old VHS tapes here. Thought it was cool to look at these. These are kind of timeless now. But look how cold it is. Everything's stuck down. You can't even move these. They're frozen down. Like when I say it's cold, I'm not just being overdramatic. It's really freaking cold, guys. This whole apartment is falling down. Heading in B119. Just gonna randomly go through. Just checking this one for you. Oof, this one's really beat up. Definitely beat up. Looks like people were having breakfast here. And another whole cabinets are all collapsed. There's stuff's everywhere, and that's the case for most of these apartments or condos, wherever you want to call them. This is the only apartment that looked different. This one looks like a suite. But wow, look at this, guys. This is incredible. I should say, look at this, guys and girls. This is incredible. I gotta try to feel my hand so I can turn the light up a little bit, but whole dining room set up here. Now, whoever was living in this one definitely had some money, because these look way fancier than the other apartments over here. Here's the kitchen of this room. Let's check out the bedroom. Urbex Muse said it was pretty cool. Oh wow, yeah. It is pretty cool. Pretty untouched. Fascinating to see this. That's a nice looking bed. Alright everybody, I think we're gonna end this video right here. Absolutely freezing, and I definitely want to come back to this spot to explore further in the future. But we saw a lot of cool stuff today, a lot of stuff I never thought I would see, and that's always what you can expect when you explore the abandoned. Like always, guys, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and always get out and explore more. Peace.